Hi everyone, I'm back playing Elite Dangerous. Welcome to Gidzenko Ring, do you think? We're going to be doing a little bit of trading and a little bit of navigation today. Okay, so apologies for not recording any more tutorials. I haven't had time, to be honest, and it just takes such a long time to get into this game, and I haven't actually got the time. But I thought I'd pick it up Sunday morning, and I'm just trying to record something. So the thing I've been struggling most with is I wanted to do trading, and I've been struggling with working out what to buy and what to sell, and how to get from place to place to do the buying and selling. So this tutorial is going to cover both of those. There are lots of really good tutorials. The Frontier guys have put out some useful tutorials which I've followed, but I try and stick with my original scenario, which is talk about the keys I'm using and stuff like that at the same time, just so people know. I'm playing with the mouse and keyboard still. I'm actually finding once you get the hang of it, it's actually not too bad, although I expect and have no doubt, in fact, that the joystick would be much better for combat, but I'm not doing any combat if I can avoid it, and I'm playing on solo mainly because I was really struggling finding my way around, and I thought, actually, let's play on solo. Nobody's going to be messing with me to confuse things. So first off, we're going to go into starport services. So when you're in the docking bay, you get this. This is the default menu. Press space to select the services, and we get the nice little tune. And welcome to Gidzenko. Now, not all places you can dock have full facilities. We'll look at that in a moment, but these are the facilities available here. I am going to very quickly refuel. I have been flying backwards and forwards, and so I need to check my fuel every time. It's not too expensive, and I'm just going to refuel all. So you need to keep your eye on your fuel tank and your reservoir, and I'm just going to do refuel all there, and then those options are greyed out nicely, and you can just click on that. This menu is completely accessible with the mouse, so you don't need to worry about navigating around with the keys. What we need to do next is we need to go and have a look at the commodities market. So I'll just go down here, click on that, and we need to see what they're selling, and they've got quite a lot of stuff to sell. You can see here that there's plenty of stuff to buy, but what we need to do is we're going to work out is what the best options are. So let's just have a quick look at this menu. This is the only place I've found so far. You can tell how much cargo you've got in your cargo bay. So if you go into the commodities market, down on the right hand side here, you'll see we're in a sidewinder, default sidewinder. We've only got 4 cargo spots available and 0 of them are used. Okay, so let's go out and let's have a look at the system map. So I think you can get to this from the starport services, but I'm just going to show you how to get to it from the cockpit. So you need to change the UI mode. So, and on my setup, that's the middle mouse button. So hold the middle mouse button down, head left, and then we're onto this. And we need to have a look at the galaxy map. That's already selected, so we just press space to view the galaxy map. Shows us where we are. We're in the Chamunda system. And what we need to do is we need to have a look at the view option here, and this is the one that gives you all the trade. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clear everything to start with. Okay, so you can see that basically these are the routes. There's possible jump points to each of these planets, each of these systems. If we select to enable one of these options, metals. Nope, there's nothing for metals. I know there's going to be food, suspect, or oh, hang on. Right, let's show all. It's the easiest way to go. Show all first, and you get this really complicated map of the trade routes, and basically all these different colours represent all the different trade routes. Okay, so we need to find something that's going out of the Chamunda system, and so that we can trade it basically. So let's. It looks to me like food may be going out of Chamunda there. So let's clear everything else out and enable foods. And if we scroll in, now this, I don't really like this menu. Let's just uncheck this box for the time being. This menu confused me for a while. If I click on algae, we can see that algae's coming in, and it automatically checks this foods button. If you uncheck that foods button and still have algae selected, you lose everything. So you just bear that in mind. So we've got to have this checked. We don't want algae because that's going in. Let's have a look at food cartridges. Okay, that's cool. So food cartridges are going out, and they're going to lots of places. They're going to Kini, over here to zoom out a little bit, over here to Eravate, or no, actually to Alrai, and they're going everywhere. So food parcels might be an option. Let's just see what else, if anything, is going out. No synthetic meat. Tea's coming in, as is coffee. So they're coming in, so that might be useful information. Fish is coming in, animal meat's coming in, so it's only food cartridges that are going out, okay? Now the reason I'm focusing on food for the time being is it's quite cheap, so when you're at the beginning of the game and you haven't got very much money, food's a really good way to go. It doesn't give you a lot of profit, but it should help. So I think what we'll do is we will buy some food, but we've got to decide where to take it. Now I think that there's a lot of food going this way. Where's that actually heading to? Let's zoom in a little bit and move the map around with the mouse. Oh, sorry, I'm not very good with panning the map. There we go. So there are food cartridges going to Frigahar. So let's have a look at that. Zoom in, and it gives us a brief indication of what it is. We need to do two things now. We need to buy some food, but before we go there, we've got to plan a route. And if we click on the plot route button, it will plot us a route. And see, there's two jumps, one to Kini and then one to Frigahar there. Okay. What we could also do is have a look at the system view if it was available, which it isn't. So we need to fly into that system to work out where we can take these food cartridges. So that's cool. So we've got our route plotted, and that's actually set in now. So when we go back to the cockpit and do our next jump, it will take us on this route, and I'll talk a bit more about that in a second. So that's good. Let's go back to the commodities market and buy some food. Now, one of the things that catches me out is when you come back from the UI mode, when we were looking at the map, you're still looking at, are we still looking around? Let's go into Starport Services with a space. And yeah, you notice you can move this mouse move this view. If you want to focus on this view, then just bring it up and click the middle mouse button again. Okay. Commodities market. So click on that, and we need to buy food cartridges. So let's highlight the food cartridges, and we've got no transactions set up at the moment, so we're going to buy. So this is an offer to buy 1 for 45, and we can increase that. And obviously we've got a maximum of 4 in our little sidewinder. So we are going to buy 4 for 180. Okay. Of course, you don't know what the price is going to be like when you get to your destination system, but obviously that's the risk of trading. So we're going to accept that. That's not too bad, and we're going to submit. And that's basically going to fill up our cargo hold with 4 lots of food cartridges. So now we're 4 out of 4 used, so we can't buy any more cargo. So let's exit out of here. And so just to recap, we've been using the commodities market, and obviously we use this main home menu to refuel our sidewinder. There's loads of other stuff you can do in here. I'm not going to go into that now. If you remember, we'll just go back out to the cockpit view. We've actually already got a route plotted into Kini, which is our destination. We're in Gidzenko, so all we need to do now is launch and head towards Kini. So let's launch. I still love this. I think this is one of the best bits of this game, is attention to detail. I really do. I think it's just like, it was completely unnecessary. You could have gone in and you could have just gone into a black hole and be offered a menu, but no, it's fantastic. Love it. Let's make sure we are up and away, and we're going to do some vertical thrust just to get ourselves away, which is the R key, just to get ourselves away from the landing pad. L to retract the landing gear, and then we're going to fly over here. So put some acceleration on, just a little bit, and head for the green light as your exit or your entrance into and we're going to yaw slightly with the A key there, and we're out and about. Let's try and avoid the other ships. And there's a couple of things we need to get unmask locked, so let's just accelerate away from the station. And what I'm going to do is I'll wait till we're mask locked. Now we've got the main radar in the middle of the screen, and to the top left of that we've got the kind of little mini radar, and that is the best way to target yourself, because we're going to do a jump in a minute and we need to have the target in front of us. So we need to move around. As you see, that blue dot is hollow at the moment, and as you head towards it, it becomes filled in, and so then you can see that it's in front of you rather than behind you. Okay, and there's Keeney, right? Okay, so we're now on mask locked, and so we're just going to hit J and start the frameshift drive. We'll obviously go into hyperdrive straight away and head to Keeney. Bear in mind as well that Keeney's not our last stop, it's the first stop in our route. And this is awesome, this piece, but I do get drop frame rate massively in hyperdrive, and I'm not sure whether it's something to do with SLI. I don't know, but it's cool. So we pop out, always near a sun, so head away from the sun as much as possible. Obviously we don't want to crash or get too hot. Now we're still in Super Cruise, and we need to make another jump now. As you can see, the system's automatically selected our next jump destination, so we just need to bring it into target without hitting a planet or the sun, and there we go. Same method as before. We need to put it there, and then we need to press the J button again, and that will take us into hyperspace towards Fragata, which is our destination. Try and stop the ship spinning. Whoops, that's the way. So we've gone from one system to another system, to Keeney, and then we're going from Keeney to Frigga, and that's how the routes work. And so you've got to remember that when you plot a route, you don't always end up at your destination at first go. So we should drop out quite quickly, and because we haven't got the system information here, we're going to have to avoid the sun as always. Just head away from the sun, make sure we're out of the proximity. And this is unexplored to me, Frigga system, right? So we need to have a look at the system map, I think. Yep. So should have said, sorry. So we need to bring the system map up again now. So middle mouse button to change the UI view mode, and then left on the mouse to go over to the maps. And we've got to go to the system map. Right, okay, here we are. Okay, cool. So this is a pretty simple system. There's a sun, some asteroid belts, and some stations. Okay, so if we click on each one, we can see this is called the Engel orbital. This is the Onizuka landing, and Obikarov orbital. What I think we'll do is we'll head to this one. Okay, now to choose this, you can't just click on it and set a course, I don't think. So we'll select that. One of the things I should say about the system map while we're here is over here on the left hand side, it tells you what facilities they have, and it's really important because not all stations have all the facilities you're going to want. So always check this before you head in. We want commodities and refuel, obviously. Commodities are there, great, that's all we need to know. Okay, there's a lot more trade data here, which is obviously useful as you get more into the game. So we're going to go to the Obikarov orbital. So let's exit back out to the cockpit view and go back to the map, and we need to select Obikarov orbital as our destination. So using the D key, we move over there and space to select, and we're just going to lock destination. Then we're going to hit the middle mouse button to center us back into the cockpit view. And of course, we're in Super Cruise at the moment. We've got to be pointing at our destination. And as you can see, it's directly behind us at the moment. So we're just going to maneuver the ship round so it comes around in front. And there it is. It's not too far away. 1,000 light seconds. And you do need to keep yourself pretty much aligned on the center of the reticle there. We can speed up a little bit with the W key. And note your speed, we need to slow down. We're quite close, right? So we've slowed down a little bit. And I think I touched on this in one of the previous videos. It's very easy to overshoot your destination once you're in system. You're going very quickly, and it's very easy to overshoot, but it's no big deal. If we overshoot, we can manage that. But we've slowed down to a little bit of a sensible speed. The thing is, you want to keep your speed at a relatively high level, because otherwise it just takes ages to get in range of your destination. So we're not currently in range at the moment. We're getting down to 100 light seconds. And as you can see, the distance is starting to come in on the left hand side, so we need to slow down as well, because we need to bring our distance and our speed together into the, gonna have to keep going a little bit faster, into the blue line so that we can come out of Super Cruise safely. So distance is coming down, speed's not coming down. We need that to be happening. And there we go, they're both on the bar now, and so we can just need to make sure we're pointing in roughly the right direction, don't we? That would help. And we will just patiently wait for that to come down into the blue zone so we can exit Super Cruise. Like I say, definitely need to keep the destination in your reticle. Oh, we've discovered one new astronomical object. Excellent, that's always handy. So everything's coming into line quite nicely. Speed's coming down appropriately, distance is also coming down, so we should be able to exit Super Cruise in a little bit. Whoa, that's cool. And there we go, we're nearly there. The distance should come into the blue now, and we press J to exit Super Cruise and drop us hopefully pretty near the Obikarov orbital. Yes, I'm rubbish with these names. It's very cool. Anyway, we've come very close to the orbital. Let's put a bit of acceleration on with W so we can get a little bit closer and you can get a good view of the orbital. These are pretty cool looking. And I think, I might be wrong, but I think we land on the outside of this. So we need to make sure we're pointing at it, otherwise we're going to miss. And obviously we're going to need to do the usual request docking and go from there. Let's get up close. So we've entered the no-fire zone, so that's good. So let me just slow down a little bit. And we're going to request docking. I want to be pointing away, just in case we spend a bit too long doing that. So request docking. Right mouse button again, change the UI view, and then move to the left so we can see the map. And we need to use contacts. So we tab over with E. Press space on the orbital and the S key to choose request docking, space to select it, docking request granted, and then press the middle mouse button again to get us back into the right view. Now we're really close to the platform here, so let's boost away from it a little bit, get it behind us. We've got plenty of time. We've got 9.5 minutes to land. That's right behind us now, so let's bring the speed down to navigable speed, spin round. Okay, and we should have our landing pad somewhere. We'll have to go and find it, I guess. It's not on this side, I don't think. And with the stations there it is, it's up there. Okay, that's cool. Just try not to hit the station. Let's slow right down. Oh. Hey, right, we're going to land upside down now. That's cool. Sorry about that, guys. Right, there we go. That's better. And we're quite close, so we can bring the landing gear down with L. And I think we can land anyway on these platforms. It's pretty easy to tell. Whoops. Right. And so we just need to navigate in a little bit. We're going to use D and A to yaw us around, and Q and E to give us a bit of sideways thrust. D to yaw around again, bring ourselves level. And then we're going to use some vertical thrust to bring us down a little bit. And we've got close to the landing pad. That's quite good. D again to straighten ourselves up. We're nearly in the middle there. Slow right down with S, and then F to bring us into land. Oh, try and get a bit level. There we go. We need to go forward a little bit. There we go. And Q to move us across right, left even, and then a bit more F to bring us down onto the landing pad. Should be good to go. Landing gear's down. And we've docked. Cool, so we're at the orbital and we can try to sell our food. So we need to go up to the starport services. We're going to just stay on the outside of the station, I think. So we can go up to the starport services with the W key and then press space. And we're into the same familiar menu. Obviously you can drive this as always with your mouse, so you don't need to do too much. So we need to go to the commodities market. And we've got some food cartridges which we want to sell. So, and I don't know whether you noticed on the previous menu we were buying all the buttons were on the right hand side, so that's out. The sell arrows on the left hand side, so that's in. So let's sell. So we can sell 1 for 143, 2 for 286, 3 for 429, and 4 for 572, which is a profit of 392 credits. Now that's, and I don't know whether you noticed, let's just take one off. It doesn't go up necessarily proportionally, right? Depends on demand and stuff. But that's not too bad. That's a profit of 392 credits. It's going to allow us to get some more food and maybe something useful from the station. So we could go and try one of the different orbitals in the system, but I'm happy with that. So let's select to sell them all and submit. And there we go, we've made our profit, right. And that's added back to our balance down here. So I've now got 2,299 credits, which is not too bad. Let's exit from here. And we're going to refuel everything again, so we know where we are. Then we need to see if there's anything we can buy here. So let's check out the navigation map again. So middle mouse button, move to the left. We need to go back to navigation now, so let's use the Q key to tab back over, and then A key, and we need the galaxy map. Press space to select the galaxy map. Now we need to try and find something that's been moved out of Frigate to the other systems. So same deal as before. Let's clear everything and show all. Quite complicated. Let's we've got to bear in mind that there's a lot of stuff we can't afford. So let's unselect a few things. Chemicals, engineered ceramics we might be able to afford. Weapons, machinery, consumer. Let's clear those. Let's have a look at engineered ceramics. Now, notice I clicked on there, it didn't show anything on the map. What you need to do is expand this and select polymers. Cool, polymers are being exported out quite heavily, and we can probably afford polymers. Semiconductors, let's clear that. Semiconductors are also going out. And superconductors. Okay, so we could buy engineered ceramics to sell. So let's go back and have a look at this first. We need to see where we're going to take them. This looks like a good route, of this one over here. So let's zoom out a little bit and see where they are. This one's going to LFT 1448 or LTT 15574. We've got system data here as well. So let's plot a route here, and we've got 1, 2, 3 jumps. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And system view, which we've got this time. There's an orbital there. There's also a docking station there, an orbital there. This is a big system, so we'll have plenty of opportunities to choose a good target when we get there. Okay, so that's good. So back to the navigation. What did we decide we need to do? Engineered ceramics. So let's exit and go back to the commodities market. Middle mouse button, space to select starport services, and then obviously use the mouse, select commodities market. There we go. It does take a while to refresh sometimes because that's a server side thing. Even if you're playing solo, it's a server side thing. We want engineer. We want these. Okay. So we have got 2,269 credits. We could buy 21. We could buy 3 lots of semiconductors, or we could buy 4 lots of polymer. I think I'm going to take a risk. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer to buy 3 polymer, or we could do 2. Let's do 3 polymers. That's 3,498, and let's buy those. And we got 3 out of 4 use. So let's also buy some semiconductors, which is going to be expensive, but we've got a bit of ready cash. So let's buy 1 for 742. Okay. Thank you for that. So let's exit out. We're fueled up, everything's good, so we just need to launch now. So exit from here, use the S key to select launch, press space, and away we go. Oh, we did launch. It's turning us around. Oh, probably help if I was a bit flat. So let's get ourselves straight, and then use the R key to vertically thrust away, and then accelerate away from the platform so we can get mass locked or unmass locked. L, obviously need to retract the landing gear, and then we need to get our target in front of us for the super cruise. So I'm going to use the little mini map thing there, bring the target in front. Might be heading a little bit back towards the station, but now we're going back to Keeney. That's cool. That's where we came from. Head towards there. We're unmass locked, obviously, because it's a small orbital and there's no planet. And J.
Frameshift drive charging.
Head roughly towards Keeney, and we should hit hyperdrive quite quickly. Obviously get ready to exit hyperdrive and avoid hitting the local sun. There we go. So let's head away from the sun. And there's our next target straight in front of us. That's handy. So we can just head to LFT 1448 straight away. And press J. We're not mass locked. Oh right, we've got not enough fuel to get there, which is not cool. Oh well, that's interesting. Okay, so we need to go and refuel. So let's slow down a little bit. We need to go to the system map. So middle mouse, move over, and then the S key, press space to select the system map. There's an orbital here, Kadanyuk, so we can go there to refuel. So that's good. So let's exit, and we need to exit again, and then we need to go back to system view. And what we need to do is we need to go over with with the D key. Oh, not the D, not that's the E key, Adrian. The D key, and choose Kadanyuk orbital. press space on that, lock destination, focus on the main screen with the UI button, and we need to head towards the orbital. There we are. So yeah, hopefully that's given you a bit of an idea about trading and navigation in particular. I'm not really quite sure why it gives you the option to do a route without enough fuel to do it, but that's cool. I mean, it's really easy to suss that out, because as soon as you try to jump, it'll tell you haven't got enough fuel, and you're always going to be in system. You can go and find a system to land, an orbital or a station to land at to refuel. I'm going to increase my velocity, because otherwise we're not going to get there anytime soon. So yeah, I'm going to carry on playing. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found it useful. Any comments, please leave them below. If there's something you're struggling with Elite Dangerous you don't understand, let me know. I can try to answer it or do another video. And thanks very much for watching. Cheers.